Hello, everyone. Well, I'm glad that the social media platforms are back up today. Wasn't that fun yesterday? You know. My name is Jody Barber, and I help women take their lives back through holistic health solutions and also purpose driven entrepreneurship. And today, I'm actually coming on here live, multiple platforms, to share a little bit more about my reflections from this past year. So, this past year, I have had the extreme privilege to help launch an amazing company called MIG Living into the social selling, the network marketing space. And this was not my first go around with network marketing, but it sure was my first experience being a pioneer with the company and being at the beginning. And I remember several years ago when I first entered the world of social selling, direct sales. I started this journey in entrepreneurship, literally just needing to make $500 a month. We were not able to make ends meet. We were not able to pay all of our bills just based off of what Bobby was making at that time. And we had three kids, ages 4 and under. I had just left an 11-year run with an amazing ministry that I had been a part of, but I had no other experience career-wise that I could fall back on. And the thought of going into some other new vocation was just daunting with four kids. I only have three kids. With three kids ages 4 and under. And so I entered this world of entrepreneurship kind of on accident and because I didn't have any other options. And now, the past 2 years, really, I've been able to be part of now helping to launch this incredible company into social selling. And I have a lot of takeaways from this past year. I have a lot of things that I've learned, a lot of things that I'm so thankful for, a lot of things that I wasn't, prepared for, but have had to really figure out in the middle of this last year, especially in a pandemic, because let's be honest, nothing was easy this past year. So I just wanted, today is the 1 year anniversary of MIG Living launching officially into the social selling space. And so I just wanted to share some of my thoughts here because I remember thinking years ago, who were those people that would be at the beginning? Like, who was the first Mary Kay consultant? Who was the first person with, Rodan and Fields or with Norwex or Amway? Amway of all things. So, and really this past year, getting to be a part of this incredible movement and getting to be that person, there's a group of us that literally launched with MIG from day one, and it has been so amazing. So, okay, the first thing that that it was my takeaway just from this past year is that expectations versus reality are very different. I think when I first said yes to this opportunity, and well, first of all, I had no idea what it would look like to launch. When I first joined, we didn't even have a launch date set at that point. And if there's anything I've learned, it's that you just have no idea what's around the corner. None of us knew that the whole world was going to shut down in March of 2020, and that was going to, literally change our lives. I mean, do you remember when the shutdown was going to last 2 weeks? We're like, oh, it'll be for 2 weeks, then we'll get back to normal. And then here we are a year and a half later thinking, wow, that was way different than what we thought it was going to be. And we're still in it. The same with entrepreneurship. I just think that in any entrepreneurial endeavor people get into, expectations or how you hope things pan out versus how they actually pan out, how reality actually happens, that they can be very, very, very different. So, and that has been true this entire time. There have definitely been bumps and bruises and hard, unexpected things, but also it has been way more incredible than I could have ever imagined. One of the things that that we used to say all the time in the ministry that I was a part of was, a lot less is going to ever happen in a year than you would have ever hoped. However, a lot more is going to happen in 5 years than you could have ever dreamed. And I can say with absolute confidence that that has happened. That is exactly what has happened with this opportunity as well. It's like there have been things that have been, way harder than I could have ever hoped. And then there have been other parts of this that have been way more incredible than I could have ever dreamed. The other thing that I've really taken away, and this is just from my own personal experience, is that the company that you choose to align yourself with, and this is true in any industry, this is not just in the network marketing industry, the company that you choose to align yourself with is vitally important, because we are shaped by the cultures that we are a part of. And one of the things that I learned very quickly is that I did not know that I had an entrepreneurial streak in me until I was with the right company. I think a lot of people get into this industry and they give it a go. Maybe they're like me, and and maybe this is you. Maybe you're someone that has experienced this. They get into this industry thinking, I've got to make this amount of money. I need to make it in this amount of time. They pick a company without doing a whole lot of research, without really looking into compensation, culture, the efficacy of products, what other people are experiencing, the leadership. Don't do a lot of research, maybe join a friend or a family member, and then they get into it and realize, oh, I don't actually align with this, that, and the other, or I didn't know it was going to be like this. And then they get out and then they think, well, this just isn't for me. This isn't what I thought it was. So I'm just done. And don't actually take the time. You would never start a job anywhere in any industry without researching what that job actually is. And the same is true for this industry. There are a lot of amazing companies out there, a lot of amazing companies, but not everyone is the right fit for everybody. And so I did not know that I was a born entrepreneur until I actually found the right opportunity. And within this opportunity, I have been able to flourish, and I have been able to thrive, and I have been able to find my voice, and I have been able to identify the things that I am passionate about and how to utilize this vehicle to then really allow my passion to take flight. And so, yes, the company you're with is so important. If you are someone in the network marketing space who has not been in a place where you have been given opportunity to flourish, it may not be that the industry isn't for you. It may be that you are with the wrong company. You're with the wrong opportunity. And if you are not passionate about the things that you are promoting and selling and offering to your friends and family, then you absolutely are not with the right place. Okay. The other thing that I've really learned this past year is that there's this whole world of entrepreneurship that is out there, which to some of you, and if you're an entrepreneur, you're like, well, yeah, I've known about this my whole life. If you are the average person going about your life and figuring things out and deciding what you're going to do to make money to provide for you and your family, you may not actually know about this whole world of entrepreneurship. I didn't. I didn't know a single thing. I didn't know a single thing, but it turns out it's out here. Some of the things that I've realized this past year is that it is vastly under talked about. It is vastly undereducated about this industry. The world of entrepreneurship, especially when you live in a free market society like we do, so amazing, is incredible. There is so much opportunity for the average person to create income and therefore impact in what they are really passionate about. It is crazy. You add in having the online world and the ways that you can use online to monetize, quite honestly, what you are good at, what you are gifted at. I have learned so much. I have met some of the most incredible people. Some of the most brilliant minds, I think, in entrepreneurship and business. I've had the incredible opportunity to get to meet them, and in many cases get to work with them. I have been challenged so much in my view of this world. And I think that what has resulted from that is that Bobby and I are now having conversations about how we can expose our children to this whole world of thinking outside the box. Why is it that in normal cases, we are only given one path? We're given one path that we walk down, and we go to school for ideally 12 years, graduate, and then it's like, well, if you want a real job, you need to go to college. Why is that the only path? Now, there's nothing wrong with college. I'm a college graduate. College is great. I had great life experiences in college that have carried over to my life as an adult, but it is not the only option. And quite honestly, this is something I'm going to be talking about a lot more here, but quite honestly, there are pros and cons to everything. And I believe that we have to do a better job of educating our kids, and just, being educated in general about what the options are out there. And what is work? What is work? What is purpose? What is impact? And how do we find ways to live that out, and then to also create money to fund the things that we're really passionate about, that are truly making change in this world? So this year, in particular, has really opened up my eyes to all of that in general. And then the other thing that I have really been challenged in this past year of being part of the pioneering phase of a company, and knowing what our design, like where, our hopes and dreams and our intention is to become a $1 billion brand. And so, big name, household name, everyone's going to know about us, and we want global impact. Well, being at the beginning of this, my view has really been challenged on money and wealth. And, as someone who has been very immersed in a faith community, faith being very important to me, my relationship with God being very important to my life, to my family's life. With that, we've come to realize just all the crazy ways we've been told to think about money or not think about money. And I think that has been a very challenging aspect of entering this world of entrepreneurship, where many people are entering to create wealth, to create streams of income, for purpose and for impact. But just, coming from a background where Bobby and I were with a ministry for 11 years, incredible experience, but we relied on the support of people to basically get paid. And it was awesome. It was awesome being able to invite people into that, to partner with us as we were working to reach college students, and really help college students in their journey of faith and discovering who God is, and really, shaping their lives around that. But also being in that for 11 years, it really messed with my view of money, and it really messed with my view of, is it okay to make money? Is it okay to make a lot of money? Is money itself bad, or is it like the worship or the love, the deep love and finding security in money that is bad? And so these are just all things that I'm still working through and still figuring out. That this vehicle, this platform of entrepreneurship, specifically, and helping to pioneer a company from the ground floor, literally ground floor, has really challenged my views in a lot of these areas. And it's forced me to step out of my comfort zone, and to ask questions, and to rediscover things that I believe, or things that I think, and help, really let those be reshaped. And then finally, the last thing that I just want to say is that and this is my favorite part, I got into this industry to make $500 a month, right? We just needed to pay our bills. We needed to keep our heat on in the winter. We needed to get our mortgage paid, our car paid, groceries on the table. That was it. Basic life, like basic life needs, is why I got into this industry. I have stayed in this industry, and I will stay in this industry now forever, because of what I'm seeing it do in other people's lives. I have literally seen woman after woman after woman, and men too. We're an industry that is saturated with women, but also this is an incredible vehicle for men as well, who really catch the vision. But I have seen person after person, specifically women, step into becoming courageous. I have seen women who have felt as if they had nothing to offer suddenly realize they have a lot to offer. I have seen women grow in confidence in using their voice. I have seen women grow in confidence in declaring, this is what I want to provide for my family. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to work hard and I'm going to bring in income to help set my family free financially and then allow us to go out and serve and bless others in ways that we haven't been able to before. I have seen women persevere through rejection and through feelings of failure and through the unknown and a lot of doubt, but yet stick with it and allow this process to transform them and change them and continue to mold them into the people that they have been uniquely designed to be. And that right there, watching dear friends or people that have become good friends through this opportunity, that right there has made this entire experience, the good and the bad and the ugly, worth it. And no one who enters into an opportunity like this, especially the stage that we're in, who is coachable, who is teachable, who is open to really being challenged and pushed and shaped and changed, nobody leaves not a changed person. This type of experience, this industry will do that. It is truly one of the most character developing, shaping experiences I've ever had. And I've been in a lot of incredible situations where I have been challenged and shaped and personally developed. And I would say none of them hold a candle to what this opportunity has been for me, as a leader, as a friend, as a wife, as a mom, as someone who's wanting to make an impact in my community. I've never been shaped or challenged quite at the level that I have been this year. So that says a lot because I've had a lot of really amazing experiences before this. So I would say, I'm very open about my journey in this world, this often misunderstood world, and I'm very open about what I'm experiencing. And I would invite you to, if this is something that, if you've been watching my story, if you've been intrigued, if this has been something that, has interested you at all, but you have a lot of reservations or a lot of fears, maybe you even have fears of reaching out and asking because you're afraid of getting spammed or pressured, I can assure you that's not going to happen here. That's not what I do. That's not the type of business that I run. But I do love to educate and I do love to help other people discover whether or not this is a good fit for them. And so if this has intrigued you at all and you're not sure, you have all the normal doubts of all the people, I'm not a salesperson, what if people run away from me in the grocery store? I can't guarantee those things won't happen for sure, but one of the things that I can assure you is that as you know more and as you educate yourself, you can make a better decision on whether or not this would be a good opportunity for you. And I know for a fact that there are many of you out there who are desperately looking for a stream of income to help supplement what you're already doing. You need it. And if this past year has taught us anything, it's that nothing is certain. And so one of the things that I have come to realize is that this is a majorly undereducated about industry, and that a lot of people are missing out on a potential stream of income or a potential opportunity that could potentially change the trajectory of their lives like it has for me, like it has for my family, simply because they just don't have enough information. And so my goal is to get the right information in your hands and then for you to be empowered to make the best decision for yourself, for your family. So if this is something that interests you, please don't be shy. Please reach out. I will not spam you. I will not bite. I will not pressure you. I simply am here to educate and inform, and that is all I will do. So I hope that you guys are having an amazing Tuesday. Thanks for watching. and celebrating with me at this momentous milestone. And I look forward to continuing to share all the amazing things that continue to happen in this company and through this company as the years go on. Have a great day.